Good morning. Welcome back English Grammar Class 5. We are going to learn a next chapter from our English Grammar workbook, that is a very important topic in grammar section, that is chapter number 27, punctuations. Let's see. Punctuation marks. First one capital letters, second one comma, third one full stop, fourth one question mark, fifth one exclamation mark, sixth one apostrophe, seventh one double inverted commas. These are all important punctuation marks. While we are writing the sentence, all things we must remember what the punctuation we have to write there only. What punctuation we have to use there only. Let's see. First one capital letters. We use capital letters to begin sentences for proper nouns, for the words I by itself, and to begin direct speech statements. It means where we have to use capital letters, just capital letters we have to begin with the sentence. It means the first sentence, the first letter you should write within the capital letter. And for the proper noun, you know that what is the meaning of proper noun. It means any particular river name, place name, animal name or person name, that is the proper noun. With the proper noun you have to write first letter in a capital form. I, you should always write I in a capital letter. And direct speech statement you have to write the first letter in the capital letter. For example, the teacher said, you and I will try this quiz, Raman. Now here the first, that is the beginning of sentence, there is T is the capital. Direct speech statement is there, so Y is the capital in the form. I, what I said that I always in the capital form. And next one Raman. Raman is the proper noun, so it should be in a capital letter. Right? Next one comma. We use a comma to separate words in the list, to separate names from sentences, to separate direct speech from the rest sentence, and to separate a question tag from the rest of sentence. It means where we have to use comma, the list of the word, then separate sentences, direct speech and remaining rest sentence, and with the question tag to show the different sentence. That is, grandma said, Lily, bring me a needle, some thread, a pair of scissors. That is the different words that the grandma wanted. So there we use the comma only. Next one. Full stop. We use a full stop at the end of assertive or imperative sentence. It means when the sentence is complete in the assertive form or imperative, there we have to given the full stop. We are friends. Give me that picture. The end of the sentence you always give the full stop. Next one. Question mark. We use a question mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. It means where in the sentence we know that there is the question, someone asking question in that sentence. So there we have to use the question mark. Where are you going? it means where are you going? That is the question. So there always you have to write the question mark. What do you want? That is also question. So just put there question mark. Next one, exclamation mark. See, we use exclamation mark after interjections or the end of the exclamatory sentence. Exclamation mark suddenly feelings we have expressed throughout the particular word. There we have to put the exclamation mark. For example, alas, what a terrible accident. So, there we have to write the exclamation mark. It means suddenly the word or the sentence expressed by someone. How sad I feel for all those people. That is the suddenly exclamation mark we have to use for interjection. Okay. Next one. Sixth one, apostrophe. We use the apostrophe in short form or the show possession. It means apostrophe we use show the possession or the place of the word. It means aren't we going to Vina's house today? It means some words are the silent. It means we are writing as a short form. It means are not. Instead of we write there aren't we going to Vina's house today. Okay. See the last punctuation mark, that is double inverted commas. Let's see where we have to use this. We use double inverted commas to mark out direct speech, where the direct speech which is expressed by the speaker, there we use the double inverted comma. For example, the teacher said tomorrow is a holiday. That is the sentence or the speech that is said by the teacher. So there is the direct speech. So we use their double inverted commas. I hope do you understood all the punctuation marks, and you should remember always where you have to put out this punctuation marks at the proper sentence, word, at the given passage or while you are writing. Okay. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.